Now that the transitions are set up and working, we need to go and fetch some data from the server and display it. Modern mobile browsers support Ajax just like their desktop counterparts, so we'll use that. There are a couple ways of doing this, the easiest being simply to return a HTML page and injecting the content of that into our page. jQuery will allow you to do this with the load command. The load command will make an Ajax request, then find the node you specify and insert the contents of that node into the target element on your page. We'll add a number of section tags which will act as both the source element for the page's request and the target for index.html. Using the magic of screencasts, we have added a number of celebrities to the spots.html page. We load spots.html and look for the section tag inside the page spot div, then dump the data into the page spot section on our index.html page. While this works fine, it's a little inefficient. You have to return the entire HTML page, even though we're really interested in a small part. If we use JSON instead, which is a bit more efficient over the wire, we'll save some valuable bits. However, we need a way to convert the JSON into HTML. The traditional way is to do something a little bit like this. While this method is completely valid, it's a little bit fragile. Dealing with HTML as a string is a pain with all the quotes and the plus signs and such. Thankfully, there is a jQuery plugin that can do templating for us. Go and download it. The URL is, as always, in the notes and errata. Store it in the JavaScript directory and add a tag for it. The templating system uses a trick to store the templates. They put them inside a script tag with a type that the browser doesn't understand and as such doesn't execute. The tokens inside the $curly braces get replaced by elements inside the JSON response, which looks a little bit like this. The jQuery templating engine is smart enough to recognize this as an array and will iterate over each element, inserting the template code once for each element. The command to do this is pretty simple. You tell jQuery the ID of the script element that stores the template, then you tell it to parse the JSON object and substitute values, and finally tell it to append the data to the target element. This is quite a nifty way to reuse small templates of HTML, which is exactly what we need on a mobile app, as our HTML is usually pretty small. So there you go. In the next lesson, we're going to delve deeper into the more mobile specific stuff that you can do with JavaScript.